shall not steal. The seventh command forbids unjustly taking or keeping the goods of one's neighbor and wronging him in any way with respect to his goods. This commandment requests justice or charity concerning man's labor. There must be an understanding goods are destined for the good of all and at the same time a respect for private property. Stealing is taking property or possessions that rightfully belong to other people without the right or permission to do so. There are many different kinds of stealing. It's sad to say that people don't know that stealing is not right, but still many people do it. The different kinds of stealing. Deceiving, cheating, and lying is also stealing. But sad to say, people were not aware of it.
Stealing is taking property or possessions that rightfully belong to other people without the right or permission to do so. There are many different kinds of stealing. It's sad to say that people know that stealing is not right, but still many people practice various forms of it. Deceiving, cheating, and lying is also stealing, but sad to say people were not aware of it.
Snatching is to take or seize hastily, abruptly, or without permission or ceremony.
Corruption? Corruption is the one of the most common stealing crime in Philippines. This is the other example of corruption. Guilty of dishonest practices as bribery, lacking integrity, crooked, a corrupt judge.
Dishonest business practices. It involves lying and deceit, which are often associated with stealing. Example, some businesses use dishonest weights and measures. A customer pays for a certain number of gallons and yard of product, but when it is measured, the customer receives less than what he paid for. Keeping the property you found. Finders keepers. Lots of people were not aware of this. Keeping the things you have found is a sin. If you yourself would make a way to find out who the owner is. We should bear in mind that the finder of a lost property should make a diligent effort to find the owner. Usury. Usury is the practice of making loans with excessive or abusive interest rates. Paying unjust wages. This is the forcing of prices by taking advantage of the ignorance or hardships of others.
Robbery is the crime of taking or attempting to take something of value by force or threat of force or by putting the victim in fear.
Estafa. When a person buys on credit or borrow money, he promises to pay in the future for goods or services he receives. Embezzlement is the act of dishonestly withholding assets for the purpose of conversion of such assets by one or more individuals to whom such assets have been entrusted to behold or used for another purposes.
Yes, we are obliged to restore to the owner stolen goods or their value whenever we are able. It is written in the Bible on Exodus chapter 22 verse 1, if any man or an ox or a sheep and kill or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for 1 ox and 4 sheep for 1 sheep. We are obliged to repair damage unjustly done to the property of others or to pay the amount of the damage as far as we are able. It was written in the Bible that if any man hunt a field or a vineyard and put in his breast to feed upon that which is other man's, he shall restore the best of whatsoever he hath in his own field or in his vineyard, according to the estimation of the damage.